Greetings and salutations, Internet! This is the first vlog I've ever recorded with my flatmate home. She's in the living room, listening to me, so this is going to be especially awkward. Oh, and look, Mum! I can buy this in Canada now! That will mean nothing if you're not Australian. So today's vlog, I wanted to talk about traditional publishing. Maybe I should just start drinking, so then I can start talking properly. Traditional publishing. And why in the world, if I'm having so much fun with self-publishing and doing all of that kind of stuff, would I ever consider being traditionally published? And there are three main reasons. First one is money, or I'm poor. And self-publishing, even though you can put everything up for free, really, if you really want to make a go of it and make things good, you've got to spend money. Right? You've got to spend money on getting your name out there, whether that's booking tables at conventions, which I have done and will continue to do, I hope, or, you know, possibly paying someone to help you out, hauling books here and there to speaking events maybe that you might possibly have to book for yourself, or paying somebody to do your book covers, which I certainly do because my first attempt at a book cover was so terrible. And if you have a lot of spare money paying editors and formatters and that kind of stuff so you don't have to worry about it. I don't have that kind of money. And what traditional publishing does for someone like me is they pay me in advance, however small, and if my book starts making more money than they've paid me, I get royalties. They do your book cover, they do your formatting for you, you know, you don't have to pay for that stuff. They'll pay you. Second reason is, probably unsurprisingly, time. AKA, I'm busy. I've got a lot going on and writing should be the focus of my time, but it ends up usually not being the case because, you know, I also have to market. And marketing and social networking and all of that kind of stuff that you're supposed to do in order to promote your book takes an awful lot of time and energy, and that's time and energy I would much rather be spending writing. And now it is true, if you go the traditional route, you will still have to do a lot of the marketing yourself, especially if you're like this colossal unknown. But traditional publishers have a marketing side to them, and they do a lot of the stuff like the press releases and that kind of stuff, getting your books into actual bookstores. You're not the one who has to call up and try and arrange it, and sometimes that can be extraordinarily lengthy and frustrating, and I think it's important that you know how it's all done and you know all the technicalities, but I would much rather be not doing it. Writing's way more fun than any of that other rubbish. Although I did have a lot of fun with, or I am having a lot of fun with social media. I've met some great people on there. And of course, the last reason is vindication. I hinted at this ages ago, you know, when I was talking about self-publishing and how I don't particularly feel like I can call myself a writer because it is self-published, and beyond that, it's self-published stuff that hasn't really sold anything much at all. So it doesn't really feel like I'm a writer. I mean, I can't go up to people and say, yeah, I'm a writer. No, you can't get my books at any, you know, bookstore. You can buy them online if you want. Yeah, getting published at a place you respect is like having a professional tennis player tell you you're really good at tennis. It would just make me feel so much more comfortable saying, yes, I'm a writer. If an editor said, yeah, you're a writer, we want to publish your stuff, it's great. That's why I want to be traditionally published. There are probably more reasons that I will think of later after, you know, I finished editing and uploading this vlog. And then I'll be upset that I forgot to include them, but whatever. And actually, if there are any aspiring writers or published writers, traditionally published writers or self-published writers that happen to watch this for some obscure reason, leave a comment. Tell me your experiences with traditional publishing or self-publishing, and what you might have done differently if you had known better, or would you do anything differently had you known better? That would be interesting, I think. A conversation, instead of me just talking to the void. I make goodbyes extremely awkward, so I'm just gonna sign off now. Bye! I don't know what I'm trying to say.